From team meetings to just catching up with family, video calls are a massive part of our daily lives now, right? We click a link and bam, instantly we're face to face with people who could be thousands of miles away. But have you ever really stopped to think about the incredible chain of events that happens in those few milliseconds right after you click join? Well, let's pull back the curtain on that digital magic.
And at its core, that's exactly what it is, a simulation. But the technology that makes that simulation possible, the code that beams your voice and your image across the entire globe in the blink of an eye, well, it feels like magic, but it's not. It's actually this incredibly complex dance of data happening completely out of sight.
So that's the big question we're going to tackle. We're going to peel back all those layers and really look under the hood to understand the incredible journey your data takes every single time you join a call. First things first, before any video or audio can possibly be sent, two devices have to find each other across the vast, kind of chaotic landscape of the internet. We call this the digital handshake. This is where something called a signaling server comes into play, and you can just think of it as a digital matchmaker. See, your computer doesn't have your friend's computer on speed dial. It has no idea what its direct address is online. So the first thing it does is ping this central server and basically say, hey, I want to talk to this person. That server is what coordinates the entire introduction. So this whole connection process happens in a few key steps. First, after finding each other through that signaling server, the devices have to figure out the best way to actually talk. They use tools like Stun to find their public address, and another one called Turn as a backup plan if a direct path is blocked. Then, kind of like two diplomats, they negotiate the terms of the conversation using something called STP. They agree on things like video quality, audio format, the whole shebang, and only after that agreement is made can the real-time communication stream actually begin. Okay, so a one-on-one call is pretty straightforward, but what happens when you add a third person, or fourth, or 50? Your home internet connection would just melt down trying to send dozens of separate video streams at once. It just can't handle it. The entire architecture for how the data travels has to change completely. So, there are two main ways to solve this. For a simple one-on-one call, a direct peer-to-peer or P2P connection is perfect. It's like sending a letter directly to your friend. But just imagine trying to mail a separate, unique letter to 50 different people all at the same time. Your mailbox would be totally overwhelmed. And that's exactly why group calls need a central hub, a server that acts like a post office, efficiently managing and distributing all those video streams for you. And if we dive just a little deeper, there are two main types of these server post offices. The older method is called an MCU, which is like a mixer. It takes everyone's video, literally blends them into one single picture, and then sends that same combined picture back to everybody. The more modern, much more efficient approach is the SFU, which acts like a router. It smartly receives each person's individual video stream and just forwards it to everyone else. This gives your own device way more control, and it leads to much better quality and scalability. This is the one that most major platforms are using today. But, this technology is so much bigger than just corporate stand-ups or virtual happy hours. Its impact is reshaping entire industries in some really profound ways. And the scale is just staggering. Look at this number. The market is projected to be worth over $18.5 billion by 2030. That's a massive economic footprint, and it just goes to show you how deeply embedded this technology has become in our global infrastructure. And this is where that impact becomes so clear. It's powering telemedicine, where specialists can diagnose a patient from hundreds of miles away. It's enabling remote learning for students everywhere. We've got virtual court proceedings, global concerts connecting artists and fans across continents, you name it. In short, this instant video connection is becoming the fundamental backbone of how we work, learn, and even how we live. So, we've seen how it works, we've seen why it matters, but where is all this technology headed? Let's just say the evolution of virtual connection is far from over. The future is getting a lot smarter and way more immersive. I mean, we're already seeing AI assistants that can transcribe meetings and generate summaries automatically for you. And just on the horizon, we have truly immersive virtual reality meetings, aiming to simulate the feeling of actually being in the same room with photorealistic avatars and shared digital spaces. And all of this leaves us with one final thought to chew on. As this technology continues to literally dissolve physical distance, blurring the lines between what's virtual and what's real, it forces us to ask a really fundamental question. What will it truly mean to be present with one another? It's something to think about the next time you click join.